So initially when we decided that we were coming up to Vietnam, the plan was to only be here for a month. We met these Aussies, a couple. I was talking to one of them and he was telling me that Vietnam was like his favorite country. And I was like, oh, like we're headed over there. We're about to go to Da Nang. He's like, bro, Hoi An is the spot, you know? So because of that conversation, we actually made some room, you know, for Hoi An. So we just finished a month out here in Da Nang. It's been an amazing month. We're now headed out to Hoi An. But bro, I won't lie, this has been one of our favorite accommodations, man. This has just been solid. But yeah, we got everything packed up. We're about to make our way.
Do you guys see how big this backpack is? It's like
bigger than me, bro.
I can literally fit inside.
Look at this.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, you carry everything. I'll meet you downstairs.
That's how it always goes.
I was joking. I carry my weight. Okay.
Which is barely anything. I got our weight here. She carries her clothes. You know? She carries her clothes.
Oh, sayonara.
Thank you, Ellie Jane.
Thank you.
You helped out a little bit.
Yeah, helped film.
Yo, when Ellie Jane's in a good mood, she's the best. So if y'all saw in the last video, we were in northern Vietnam, right? We were in Ha Giang, a 3-day motorcycle loop. And Ellie Jane actually just found an update.
Yeah, there's been extreme flooding and people have been stranded in their hostels for like 2 days. It might be the 3rd day today if they're still out there, but we just missed it.
We literally just missed it. And it was like a day or two after when we arrived that this whole like typhoon happened. So you're just reminded that everything will unfold in the way that it's supposed to. And you just gotta like trust that everything will work out in the way that it should and that it will.
Yeah. And actually like the last 30 minutes of our drive, it was like pouring down.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So
It was. We couldn't have been luckier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yo, check this. Damn. Look at that. And we've had our fair share of experiences with floods. If you remember in Chiang Mai,
Yeah.
where we were just flooded for days. So, you know, and they're pretty annoying to have to deal with.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
That would just be. Oh man.
We're blessed.
We're very blessed.
I mean, we just reached a new spot and it's crazy because it's a completely different vibe than what we had in Da Nang. It really feels like we're in somebody's crib. This is crazy. Peep this. Gonna be home for the next month, bro. Yo, this is the rooftop. This is amazing, bro. All the plans. This would be a great place to work, you know? I feel like in our other place, we were just so away from the natural sunlight. Sometimes it was a little intense having the artificial light all day. So this will be a nice switch up. Just like that, we're already settled in, right, Ellie Jane? What do you think of this place so far?
It's really nice. I really set this place up for like someone to stay here long term. It's awesome.
There's this little dog out here that lives here, bro. Trying to be a little guard dog, but look at the little home.
Hello, little fella. Waiting for our grab.
Piece of advice to all my fellows. If you can keep your woman happy, you win. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, no joke.
It's the heat too. The heat really gets to me.
But
sometimes.
you're Asian. Like this is where you're from. Like you're literally Asian. We're in your continent. And it's really interesting. I think one of the things that I've come to notice and realize, every time we get to these new destinations, I have the tendency to get like a little antsy because, I don't know my surroundings. I'm unfamiliar with my surroundings. I don't know where the gym is. I don't know where I'm gonna get my groceries. I don't know where I'm gonna get water, how to maintain my day-to-day lifestyle. And it's just testing my ability to just kind of breathe and just like let go and just allow things to unfold. 1 month sounds like a long time, but it flies by. And I think that's where that discomfort comes from, is maybe not knowing a lot of these answers and just knowing based on past experiences how fast times and all these new destinations have like flown by. So just wanted to make the most of the time. But yeah, just some food for thought, just gotta let go. Bro, I love fruit so much, I had to start flipping them myself.
This guy.
Man, we just finished up a nice productive day.
Come on, eh?
He's trying to talk like a Canadian. So we just put up to this night market. We're going to see what this is about. All these people on these boats. Look at this. It's fire. Come on, bro.
I think they give you the time that you pay for. That was so short.
It was, which I wanted. I didn't want a long-ass 30-minute ride or whatever. Okay, let's get you some water and we'll figure out what's next. Might be one of the biggest markets we've ever seen in Asia, for sure. She is so committed to getting a sale, bro. Look, she's just stacking them. This is wild. It's crazy. She's just stacking them on the table. She's showing us the entire catalog. She's like, you have to get one. Like, yo, we have to now.
Hey, it's us.
We've been running our agency for about almost 3 years now. Not quite 3 years, about 2.5 years. And we've actually never ran paid ads yet on like Facebook and Instagram and stuff. So we figured it was about time to put it to the test. Like, yo, we got to put a new game plan together for client acquisition. So we're going to be filming some ads today. And we actually rented a place not too far from where we're staying here in Hoi An. It's a little work vacation. What do we call it?
Staycation, workcation.
Workcation, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we're about to get to work. We just got to the place. They're giving us an earlier check-in, which is dope. So let's go peep the spot. This place has 3 bedrooms. Like they said, max 6 guests. There's only 2 of us, but it's great because it gives us so many different options to film. What she's doing to find her angles, screen mirroring.
And it won't rotate, so I have to rotate my laptop.
Initially, the plan was for me and Ellie Jane to each have 1 ad, but as we filmed the first ad, like I was on camera and she was behind the camera, and then we were just like flowing, like just bouncing ideas off each other, and we're like, you're better in front of the camera, and like I'm better behind the camera. You should just do both. And I'm like, I agree. So I'm gonna do both. We just finished filming 1 ad. We're gonna film the other one. I think it went really well. Shout out Ellie Jane. I love working with Ellie Jane, especially when we're both able to play into our strengths. I feel like it just works better, and like we're both just, like I said, just bouncing off each other like a lot better. So a lot of the natural chemistry started starts to come out. But yeah, I think it's a joy for me to see her in her element and me in mine as well. So
KT was like so good in front of the camera. He was just like getting the lines like, okay, I got it. And I'm like, I would have fumbled that 100 times. We'd still be filming right now.
for real, no, she's killing it though. She's getting our setup ready for the VSL, which again is going to be super crucial for us because that's the first video that people will see after they watch the ad, right? So it's to learn a little bit more about us and just to solidify the trust a little bit more and to hopefully lock in those sales calls so then we can close more deals. But yeah, man, it's a pleasure working with this one, especially when she's in a good mood. We're running out of sunlight. We gotta be quick, man. You know, we're checking out tomorrow, so we gotta chase this sun. Make sure we maximize as much daylight as possible because natural lighting is everything. We still have tomorrow morning as well, but was hoping to get as much done as we could today. So then there's not as much pressure tomorrow before we check out, but I'm confident we'll get it done. We finished one ad, we finished the VSL. We didn't get to finish the last ad, but I guess we maybe underestimated some of the work. I wouldn't say entirely, but time to get some food, bro. But yo, man, we still got till tomorrow at noon to check out. So we're gonna finish the last ad tomorrow. But again, for those y'all that can already tell, like Ellie, Jane, and I are like some hardcore foodies, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like heavy. So let's go get this. Show off your little buns. Your little bow buns. It feels so much better when you put in that good days of work, you know what I'm saying? It just feels like you really earned it. And that sense of satisfaction just makes the food taste better. Can't you agree? Ellie Jane, don't you feel like we just arrived? Yeah, we just arrived. That's what it literally feels like. We're actually leaving, and we've both agreed that this has been one of the best Airbnbs, if not the best Airbnb that we've ever stayed in, simply because of the family who like runs this home and like also lives here. It actually feels like you're living, like you're staying in their place. You know what I mean? But it's about 6 a.m. right now, and yeah, we're about to make our way over to the airport, bro. And we're leaving Vietnam. It has been amazing out here. I know she looks kind of sad. Look at her.
Yeah, I was telling KT that yesterday I walked into the bathroom because we packed everything up and the bathroom was so empty. It made me emotional.
Damn, little Ellie. It's crazy. It's always the best decision we ever made was getting rid of those suitcases, those luggages. My goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow.
What? Goodbye, 201.
For those of y'all that have been keeping up with the content, you know that we've been in Southeast Asia for well over a year. I won't tell y'all where we're going just yet, but we're leaving Asia for now. So yeah, we're super excited. It's definitely going to be a switch up and it's going to require some adjusting because we've gotten really used to living in Asia. So part of me is stoked. Part of me is aware of the initial discomforts that are going to come with a new environment, new country, new continent, but it's all part of the journey, man.
True.
We've always said that this wasn't gonna be like something that lasted forever. This type of lifestyle where we're bouncing around like every single month. It's pretty chaotic at times, but I think we've just kind of like learned to embrace the chaos and understand and make ourselves more aware of the fact that looking back at it all, the chaos is what's gonna be what really highlights the beauty in a lot of ways, you know? And without it wouldn't be as exciting. So I think we've taken on this approach of viewing the chaos as if it were comical. You know, it's like more amusing and funny as opposed to stressful. But
Yeah, what was it that happened yesterday that you said that?
no, every time we're leaving the country, or every time we're about to go on a trip or like we have a flight, we start getting flooded at work. Like we just start getting way more busy. I think there's always some kind of like a hurdle. I just feel like the way that we would respond to those hurdles, say maybe 6 months to a year ago, is completely different than the way we view them now. They're just, you know, a lot more composed and we just don't trip out in the same way. So I feel like, you know, we've really used those experiences to just kind of increase our tolerance to stress and not be so reactive in those moments and just kind of like, yeah, just chill, right?
Yeah.
Yo, Ellie Jane and I have such a unique relationship, I swear. Like sometimes our banter is like really funny. It's like we're like arguing, but we're not really arguing, but like we are.
But we aren't.
She's just really annoyed with me right now.
Oh, sorry.
Because-
I've been playing with the mic.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I pulled up over here in such a great mood because I found a matcha and she's like, you have so much energy right now. Just go do some push-ups. Every time we come to the airport, it's been such a routine where like Ellie Jane would just be like getting stressed out, feeling overwhelmed.
Okay.
We got to the airport several hours early today. Okay, 2 hours early.
See?
Two,
The
okay, a
exaggerations.
couple, several. There's a fine line. A couple hours early, we got through security, everything was smooth. And then I'm happy because there's nothing left that could stress her out. I found some matcha. I'm sharing that enthusiasm with her. And she's like, yo, your energy's too much for me right now. Like,
I know, but someone shook me up. It was the security guy. He just had like really bad energy and I caught on to it and I just needed some time to shake it off. But KT was just bouncing off the walls with his matcha in hand, just like, and I just wasn't there yet. But I'm here.
Yeah, you need to stop absorbing that negative energy.
I know. I worked on it.
I think the both of us are just like a little delirious as well. Yesterday,
Yeah.
we were saying before, like yesterday was one of our busiest days at work in a long time. And it just so happened to be when we're leaving the freaking continent.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great now though. Business is going smooth. And I think it's just been one of those things that we've been like really reflecting on recently, not only within business, but just like this journey of like traveling while building our business. And
Something about traveling just makes things like so different. You just have to adjust.
yeah, you gotta be more flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we've just learned to embrace it. It was just so funny because as we've been learning, like this entire journey of us like traveling and like building the business at the same time, it's an ongoing learning curve that it's just, it doesn't end because you're just trying to balance everything out. Something that we've been just like laughing about, you know, during our time in Vietnam has just been like the irony of, you know, starting our journey in the beginning and starting at what would be considered to be like the hardest or the highest level, living in California for nearly 2 months, you know, in the beginning where we were just trying to figure things out. Bro, like cost of living in California is like ridiculous, you know, compared to what it's been like in Vietnam. If anything, like this would have been more ideal for us to like to start out with. Even compared to other countries within Asia, cost of living out here is just
Insane. I mean, like, I do remember bringing up the idea of going somewhere really cheap to start off with, but we wanted to warm up in the US because it's more familiar. But yeah, Vietnam has been insanely cheap, literally.
It's crazy, bro. So I'm just happy to know that we've proven so many different things to ourselves at this point, and I think that's what it's been about, and where a lot of the confidence comes from is just like leaning back on those past experiences or accolades, if you will, as a form of proof that like, bro, like we can do this, you know. And if we could do that, why can't we do this? You can just continue to use past accomplishments as a way to reaffirm your confidence. Like, we've done this, why can't we do this? There's just so many different parallels, you know, within travel, within business, within personal development that we've been able to kind of find cohesion between. Yeah, man, it's been a journey. And as much as we can annoy each other from time to time, I think
We're still having fun.
we have the best time with each other. We have the best time with each other. It's been a great time.
Something that we've addressed many times is like just how unique it is to work together and be around each other and travel together all the time. And I think it's helped us grow so much, like
So much.
exponentially.
Yeah.
And you're literally forced to. There's been such situations where like we're in a tiff right before a flight, and you're on the flight for like
We're just-
14 hours, and we're just like,
So we're not gonna talk.
yeah,
So what are we gonna do about this?
yeah. So
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of growth that has come from it. I think
Yeah.
like one of the biggest hurdles that we've been discussing, but I just kind of wanted to address for the vlog was just like, you know, adapting to each other's workflows. I think that's something that like has been an ongoing thing. You know, I just feel like Ellie Jane's battery needs to be charged a little more frequently than mine.
Yeah.
And, you know, me just trying to be like okay with that because I have like such a maybe tenacious personality at times. But again, I think just one of those opportunities for growth where it really has not only enabled me, but forced me to cultivate a new sense of patience that I can, of course, put into business, but then also translate into other areas of life where maybe moving at a slower pace at times it isn't the worst thing. And I can focus on the benefits that it presents as opposed to focusing on like what annoys me about it. But at the same time, like still trying to find a balance between the two of us where it's like, yo, like we still got to put in that work. Like we still need to set goals and deadlines and timelines, but enjoy the process a little bit more for the both of us where, you know, I could be working at a super fast pace and like really enjoy that, but it might take some of the enjoyment out of the process for her, which would then take some of the enjoyment out of the process for me. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just what it's been.
balance is everything and everything.
It's been an awesome journey with you. I'm super excited for what it is that we have in store for us next,
Yes, me too.
especially now that we're really like honing in on who it is that we want to work with. When we rented that one crib earlier in the video. The reason for that is because we've actually decided to niche down, because up until now, our agency has been working with anybody and everybody, just kind of acquiring as much experience as possible. We've been working on all kinds of videos, but there came a point in time where we're like, yo, like, I feel like we should really like lock in on what we feel like means the most to us and what we feel like we could do best. So we're now going to be focusing on more planet forward companies who have eco-friendly initiatives, because I know how important that is to Ellie Jane as well as myself, but I think Ellie Jane was definitely like the Kickstarter for this new light within our business. So Orange Leaf Digital, we feel as though signifies adaptation and change, and being a part of that change, an orange leaf, right, is changing. So this is something we're super excited about, and I'm super excited to just share with y'all and document, because now the work that we can put in can have more of a significant impact on not just us, but those that we work with and their communities. I know how excited you are.
I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped.
Oh, we got some homies. Welcome. Them bros just like welcomed themselves into our shot, so
Which is totally fine.
it's totally cool.
We basically wanted to make work more fun and exciting and sustainable, and something that we could do for as long as we can. And to be able to do that, you have to enjoy what you're doing and you have to believe in what you're doing. And so working with brands that align with our values just made the most sense. And so we're just niching down for that reason.
Yeah, we actually had the opportunity to work with some of these type of companies before, and just seeing how the value extends beyond the transaction, I think, was very notable. So excited to see what's next in store for us. I think it's going to be really amazing to see like the type of people that we align with as we put ourselves out there and speak directly to these people in a way that resonates. If y'all made it this far in the video, thank y'all so much for watching. We're still going to be traveling for the next little while. It's open-ended, which has been kind of crazy. I think we've grown to really embrace the unknown, and I think that's what makes this all so exciting. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Appreciate you, Ellie Jane.
Appreciate you.
For your presence in this video. And yeah, man, we're sending y'all so much love and so much positive energy. We will see y'all in the next country.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video.
Deuces, y'all. See you guys.